Hello student. So today we are going to discuss the another topic of the lecture, that is nothing but the Telome theory. Now as we have gone through the different views, as we have gone through the different parameters, today the Telome theory is going to be discussed. Now what is telome? As we know that a telome is defined as a ultimate terminal portion of a dichotomizing axis. That is, it is the point of the most distal dichotomy to the tip of the branch. Now, as we look towards the tip of the branch or at the most developing part of the branch, we can say there will be a presence of dichotomizing axis, and this particular point is having the structures that we called it as a telome. Now, the connecting axis between dichotomy are called mesomes. So mesome is there, and that particular mesomes are responsible for the further development. Now functionally we can say that telomes are of two types. The first one is fertile telome and the another one we called it as a sterile telome. If the ultimate branch is terminated by sporangium, then it is called a fertile telome, whereas those terminal branches without sporangia are called sterile telome. So these are nothing but the two types of telome. So most importantly, fertile telome, which leads to form a reproductive structure, and the non-fertile structure or sterile telome, we called it as the sporangia, is produced. Several telomes, either fertile or sterile, becomes grouped together by connecting mesosomes to form more complex structure called syntelome or telome truss. Now what happens? The process of telome theory. According to Zimmerman, these telome or telome tissues, primitive rhinia type of vascular plant, have been subjected to certain evolutionary processes in varying degrees. Among the various taxonomic groups, these processes are grouped into five types. So overall we can say that telome theory is having the five different types. First is overtopping, second is reduction, then plantation, syngenesis, and the last one is curvation. Now what is overtopping? In this process, one of the two dichotomously branched of the primitive axis produced by the apical meristem outgrows or overgrows the other. The larger axis thus produced becomes the stem. That we called it as a overtopping. Now the second part is there, that is known as reduction. In this process, the activity of terminal meristem of each telome of the tusk become suppressed, resulting into much shorter branches. By decreasing the length of telome and the mesomes, this process is responsible for the formation of microphylla, leaves of the Lycopsida and Sphenopsida, as well as the needle-like leaves in a conifers. So this particular reduction will lead to the production of different shapes in the leaf. Now the next one is known as planations. The process of planation causes the telome and mesosomes of the tusk to shift from three-dimensional pattern to the single plane. The process of inflating within photosynthetic and other tissues between the plantated branches is called webbing. The next one is known as the syngenesis. This is an evolutionary process where tangential fusion of mesosomes and telomes takes place. Lateral fusion of sterile vegetative telomes and mesosomes resulted into complex antagonizing vascular system in a stem, and that process is known as syngenesis. Now the last one is there, that we called it as a curvation. This evolutionary process is caused due to the unequal growth of the tissue on the two possible flanks of telome. It has two types, that is recurvation and incurvation. So this is about the total part of the telome theory. If you have any confusion, you need to uh, watch this video two times so that you will get the clear cut idea about the telome theory.